So we left off on number 25 yesterday. Number 25 is talking about two different accounts. So if you missed this one, on your paper you're going to write account 1 and account 2. I'm waiting because I know most of you missed it. All right, Ben deposits $1,750 into two savings accounts. So what is this number? But what is it for, like, the formulas? Is it the P, the R, or the T? It's the P. Account 1, what kind of interest are we going to do? So I go to my star chart, and simple interest is PRT. All right, so what is the principal for account 1? $1,750 times. What is the rate for account 1? Very good. Did everybody hear? Well, not 0 point, but 0.0. We have to change this to a decimal by dividing by 100, which is decimal 0.275. And you just divide that by 100. And then how many years is he going to leave this in? Because it doesn't say it right here. It says it right here, 2 years. Is everybody good with that? All right, then we're going to set up account 2, which is what kind of interest? So I need to write the formula down for compound, and everybody should be writing with me that missed this question, or you will not get credit. All right, the principal is the same, $1,750. Open parentheses, 1 plus. The rate is actually the same too, 0.0275, and the time's the same. So the only thing that's different is which formula we're using. Now, what does this formula solve for? Interest. What does this formula solve for? Can I compare these if they're not the same thing? No, I'm going to have to convert one to either interest or one to total, but let's just go solve them with the formula. So I have 1750 times 0.025, oh, that is not it, 0.0275 times 2, which is $96.25. That's the interest. All right, let's go do this one. 1750, 1 plus 0.0275, close parentheses to the second power. That is $1,847.57. I cannot compare those. It's like comparing apples to oranges. This is interest, this is total. So let's see what the question's asking. Which amount is closest to the difference between the what? So is this one good? Yep. Is this one good? No. I need this to be interest so that I can compare them. Okay, so I'm going to subtract the principal out of it. And that will tell me how much interest I made. So 1847.57 minus 1750. How much interest was made in that account? $124.57. And it wants to know which amount is closest to the difference. What does difference mean? Subtract those two numbers. So I just take this answer and I'm going to subtract this one. Of course, I'm going to do the bigger one first. So 124.57 minus 96.25. What's the difference? Why is it not there? What did I do wrong, y'all? Did I type something wrong? 0.0275. All right, here we go. Let me make sure I put them in correctly. That's correct. Oh, that was wrong. So everybody look. I must have typed something in incorrectly. So 1750, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.0275, close parentheses squared, was 1847. Isn't that what I had? Okay, minus 1750. That's where I did it wrong. I don't know what I typed in wrong. It was $97.57. So when I subtract, it's only going to be like $1.32. So you type one thing wrong, and it messes you up. So all my numbers were correct, just my subtraction. I typed something wrong into my calculator. All right, number 26. What is the y-intercept? What is a y-intercept? Who can tell me? What is a y-intercept? Tell me how to get the answer, guys. It's where it touches the y-axis. So it's touching right here at 5. Please tell me y'all did not miss that question. Okay, next question. Okay, everybody look at the answer choices. What are they all talking about? The value of x. So which picture is the only picture that I care about? The one with x in it. Do y'all see how these don't have x in it? All right, what did I tell you guys? So, what you do is you see if it's an obtuse angle and they're both obtuse, then it's the same. So, is this an obtuse angle? Big, yes. So, this one is the same as this one, and this one, and this one. So, x is 136. Now, if x was right here, that's an acute angle, right? So that one, if it was there, you would have to subtract 180 from 136. But you didn't have to. The answer was simply, it is 136. All right, number 28. This one was challenging. And I haven't shown it to you like this, so make sure you're paying attention if you missed it. It says the side lengths in yards of a triangle and a square are shown. The perimeter of the triangle is equal to the perimeter of the square. What is the value of x? Well, guys, think about a basic elementary problem. If I have a triangle like this, and I have some numbers here, how would you find the perimeter of that? You would add those three sides, yes? So all you had to do, and it was a long problem, you had to add this plus this plus this. So you would write 2x, write this down if you missed it, plus this one, 2 times x plus 7, plus 4x minus 2. That's the perimeter of the triangle. Do y'all agree? Yes or no? All right, and it is equal to the perimeter of the square. Well, how do you find the perimeter of the square? Add all the, so I've got 2.5x plus 2.5x. How many sides are there? Plus 2.5x plus 2.5x. Can I solve this equation in my calculator? Even though it's long and crazy, I can still go in to y equals and solve the equation. So I would go type in exactly what I see. Okay, did I type in the left side correctly? Now I do the right side. 2.5x plus 2.5x plus 2.5x plus 2.5x. Where do I go to solve an equation? Second trace, option 5, wait for it to graph. Let's see if it'll solve it. If not, I need to zoom out. Enter, enter, enter. The value of x is 6. So the hardest part about that problem was just understanding that you had to add all 3 of those and set it equal to adding all 4 of those. The calculator did all the rest of the work. Yes? Everybody should be sitting up and paying attention. Number 29. A teacher opened an investment account at a bank. At the end of the year, the bank paid 6.4% annual, what kind of interest? Simple interest. So I know right away that I'm going to use that formula. The table shows the activity in the account for 3 years. So everybody look, for year 1, they didn't have any money in there. They put $500, so guess how much they got? $500. They're going to get 6.4% simple interest. How much interest did they earn that first year? So how did they get this number? How much did they start with? So they have 500 plus they earned $32. That's where that number came from. Do y'all see how to read the table? So the next year, how much are they starting with? 532. Okay? They're going to deposit another $500. So now they have, because that's how much they're saving, like they're going to put in there every year. Now they have this much money. They're going to get that much interest again. So here's their interest. Here's their ending balance after the second year, and it keeps going. If they keep depositing $500 a year, okay? Which statement explains why the balance in this account has grown? Why has it grown? Because they're earning what? Interest. All right. The balance in the account has grown only because regular deposits were made into the account. Would it grow without making deposits based on interest? Yes. The balance in the account has grown because regular deposits were made to the account and interest was earned on the previous year's balance. What do y'all think? Maybe? Maybe. The balance in the account has grown only because interest was earned on the account. Is that the only reason? No. He also kept depositing money, right? There is not enough information to determine why the balance in the account has grown. So what's the correct answer? B. So why did the account grow? Because they kept making deposits. It's going to grow if I keep putting money in it, right? And I made interest. All right, number 30. Number 30. A figure was transformed on a coordinate grid using this rule. Remember how I told y'all have to memorize some of the stuff? Okay. What is this rule when they both become opposite? Does anybody remember? It's a 180 rotation. And if you didn't know that, then you could have drawn Happy Face Man and said, if I go 180, 2 spots, it's going to end up there, right? So if I go down there, they become negative x and negative y. All right, number 31. A survey of customers at a restaurant revealed that 7 out of 10 customers prefers the new spaghetti sauce. Which graph shows this relationship? So we've got total number of customers on the x-axis. So if I made a coordinate, which one of these numbers would be the x if it's the total number? Guys, look right here. 7 out of 10. Which one of those is a total? 10. And it says that's going to be the what? X. Then where's the 7 going to be? The y. So look at it and see which one has a coordinate at 10, 7. A. So if you pick 7, 10, that's where you messed up. You have to read what the x-axis is labeled. Does that make sense to y'all? Yes or no? I saw a lot of people picking C, and I'm not sure why. I think it's because y'all went to 7 and thought that looked like it was at 10. Yes? So you have to read what's on the x-axis. All right, next problem. Everybody ready? If you missed this one, you need to draw those triangles real quick. I'll zoom in. It don't have to be beautiful, just draw them. Okay, on these, I would highly recommend, unless your STAR test lets you highlight, I know that DMAC did not let you. So if I was you, I would have drawn the picture. Okay, then I would take highlighters. Now, on the real test, I'm hoping you would be able to draw right on your screen, because that's how it usually is, right? Okay, and I would say, okay, this side goes with this side. And this side goes with this side. And I would go highlight. 7 and X are going to be green. 6 and 4 are going to be blue. Which one can I mark out right away because the colors do not match? J. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is big and small. So 7 is from big, X is from small, 4 is from small, 6 is from big. Is that correct? Nope, they're across from each other. Let's look at G. 4 is from small, 6 is from big. X is from small, 7 is from big. How does that one look? It looks good, yes? So I'm thinking that's the answer. Let's double check this one. 6 is from big, 4 is from small, X is from small. Uh-oh, do y'all see it's across from each other again? That's not it. So G was the answer. Number 33. Which list shows these numbers in order from least to greatest? So if you miss this question, you're going to write these numbers down. Everybody go write these numbers down if you missed it. And we're going to go change them to decimals right underneath them. Okay, so if you missed it, you're writing it down. The square root of 38 is $6.16. So right underneath that, you're going to write 616. Is this one already in money form? So I'm good there. How do I change a percent to a decimal? So 63 divided by 100 is 63 cents. And negative 19 thirds, I'm going to go to alpha y equals. Math, decimal, enter, which is negative $6.33. Since it wants it from least to greatest, what is always the least? The negative. So everybody look, is there any answer you can mark off because they didn't put the negative first? B. Now, let's talk about money. The more money I owe, the less money I have. So out of these two, these have to go first. Which one of these do I owe more money? That means it is worth the least. So that one's got to go. That means this one has to come next. So both of these are good, yes? All right, now I've got this easy third grade problem. Which one's worth the least, 63 cents or $6? This one. So the correct answer is A. Please do not miss those. Number 34. Oh, I was so mad if y'all missed this one. What is it asking? For the what? And they gave you two coordinates. How can you find the slope if they give you two coordinates? All you had to do was use stat. So you go to stat, go to edit, delete whatever you have there, put in -6, and over here, that is the -5. It goes together. It makes a coordinate. Do y'all see that? Then put in 6 over here and 1 over here. Now where do I go? Stat, calc, option 4, because we want a linear situation. Simply hit enter until you get the answer. The A is the slope. So what was my answer? 0.5. Guys, y'all cannot miss a question like that. Number 35. Rectangle ABCD is shown with the dimensions given. Did everybody hear that? The length of AB, so I'm going to go say, here's AB. The length of AB is greater. So everybody look, AB is what? Bigger than AD. So what would I write here for AB? Right there, yes. So 9x minus 16 is greater than AD. Well, AD is right here. So I'm going to write AD right there, 1.5 x plus 442. Now, here's the problem. Do you see two that you can mark out right away? C and D. All right. Which one has what I wrote? Huh? B. Now, just so y'all know, I could move this to this side. Does everybody understand this? And I could move this to this side. But if I do that, the alligator mouth has to be opened to this. So that sign would have to flip around, just in case they give it to you backwards. Does that make sense? Yes? All right, moving on. Number 36. Oh, what was this clue word y'all saw that we write on our star chart every day? Length. Where do we write the word length? Pythagorean theorem. So you should have written a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So if you missed it, write it down. Now, the reason I hated you doing this test in DMAC is because you couldn't go draw a right triangle. You had to count it with your fingers, and that makes for errors, okay? Here's one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is your missing side C. So you're doing 6 squared plus 10 squared equals c squared. Do I add or do I subtract? Add. 6 squared plus 10 squared is 136. And what do I have to do to that answer? Square root it. 11.66. So which answer is closest? J. Are we all good? See some people still writing, so I'm giving them a second. Everybody's good now? Yeah. All right, number 37. The graph shows a relationship between x and y. Which statement is true? Oh, look what everything is talking about. Non-proportional and proportional. What did we learn? To be proportional, you must pass through, I only heard 2 people. To be proportional, you must pass through 0. Did this pass through 0? So this is non-proportional. So I can mark off C and D.